Today I'm going to talk about one hot item on the market, and this is a cavalry. And I get a question, is cavalry a good investment in long term? And people want to know, should they actually focus over the cavalry? We all know the benefits of going mage. This is very far range. Also marksman, the biggest damage in Call of Dragons, and at the same time, long range warfare and all these things, but should they actually go for cavalry? So if you follow my channel so far, you definitely know that I'm not cavalry main and I hate cavalry people. I mean, I really hate when they catch me. So I'm going to give you my personal opinion. After this, I'm going to show you one of the best players on the cavalry. I'm going to show you his stats and the suggestion and tips he is giving. This is Face of Blade. Cheers up for this bad boy. And yeah, first I'm going to share my personal opinion. And this is the cavalry in long fights is not very valuable, even though that some people start, seeing the value in the cavalry in the long fights. And this is catching legions that is moving to the battlefield or coming back for reinforcement from the battlefield. This is the best time that you have to strike with your cavalry. So here is a 1+. In the season 1 and 2, the cavalry was something that, how to say it, it was something needed because you was catching enemy gathering heroes outside, and these enemy gathering heroes, you put them in the hospital. So you kill more and more and more, and that was the beauty of the cavalry. But this is the seasons where people was building their castles, when everything was 1-2 day, not like 90 days to finish one research or something like this. So this is the moment where the cavalry, I was personally running cavalry back in the days, but today I don't see the huge value. My personal opinion, of course, and I'm saying that just because the biggest fight actually decide what is happening on the map. But still, more and more, after the new buff over the cavalry, where this is basically absolutely crazy buff, I'm going to go and show you. This is basically this one. And getting this Valiant, we already know about this 1000 rage or 100% rage that the cavalry get when they strike range legion. This is marksman or mages. But right now, for each attack received from a range legion, the legion do more damage, max 75. This is like a critical damage, like a critical strike for 10 seconds, and this 10 seconds is huge amount of damage. Push can trigger once every 10 seconds when rushing a legion cannot be intercepted. So here we affect also how much the infantry can help in this whole situation, and is taking 80% less damage. So when the cavalry charge, you may actually have 1 or 2 hits, at best 1 hit, before the cavalry starts charging in your direction, in your range legion. So you're going to fight one-on-one with this cavalry, because the 80% reduction of the damage is huge amount of damage reduction. So it's going to take like only 20%, even though that if there is like 50 legions, this 20% is going to be a significant amount of damage. But still, this is absolutely crazy boost for the cavalry. And more people are thinking, okay, should I go for cavalry? For me personally, after I played 2 years and I'm main mage, I have awakened mage heroes and I don't have a single cavalry awakened legion. It's going to be extremely hard for me. Some people are saying just go for the first, for the first skill, for the rage skill. But still, I think it's a huge investment. But right now I'm going to talk with one. I'm going to share with you one of the absolutely brutal killers in Call of Dragons. This is Face of Blade. He's one of the new recruits in our alliance. Historically, is having 72 million power and is having units killed 809 million. This is huge numbers. And as you can see, the merits, the healing, and yeah, he's a cavalry main. So I actually asked him what is a cavalry good investment, since I get this question and I want to provide to my viewers the best information from the best players in Call of Dragons. It's a question that I get from the viewers, so don't forget to write your questions in the comments below. I'm trying to answer most of them, and if I see a good question that can be even video made for it, I'm going to share it. Hey Burgas, honestly, cavalry is amazing investment if you're ready to spend and get the right heroes and artifacts. Yeah, artifacts is with crucial importance in Call of Dragons, I'm not gonna lie. Especially for my mages to actually get all of my artifacts. It was maybe bigger investment. No, it was not bigger investment for my heroes because my artifacts are level 1, except Phoenix Eye, which is level 5, but yeah. Right now, everyone seems to be all about mages and archers, so there aren't a lot of cavalry players around. For me, that's what makes it even more fun and rewarding. I genuinely enjoy playing them. Yeah, I mean, I know a couple cavalry people, and they're still cavalry mains. I mean, you see mages, marksmen, new heroes, blah, blah, blah. they enjoy this fight, going around the map, striking some AFK legions, killing gathering heroes, or just killing in the huge fights the legions that is going out from the battlefield. With all these recent buffs, like 80% less damage when rushing toward the enemy, cavalry can now avoid a lot of rage skill damage and artifact damage. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. You have a couple seconds before you actually reach the target with this 80%, and it's like you don't have this distance. This 20% is not that much. So the moment you charge, you're going to get like 2 or 3 hits. Let's say 2 hits. And it's not that much damage because the march speed is crazy, and at the same time you don't receive. It's like you teleport right to the enemy legions. Cavalry can now avoid a lot of rage skill. Combine that with the changes to army groups, and having a solid cavalry setup is total game changer. Running 5 marches for cavalry, 1 infantry can make a huge impact for your alliance. Yeah, I start seeing, by the way, infantry. I don't know how these guys get that fast, but it is what it is. And honestly, nothing beats the feeling of deleting your opponent troop in seconds. Yeah, I have one video where, I have a couple videos where basically couple cavalry legions strike Lilia Velen Legion and one shot. Absolutely crazy. It's so satisfying. I've been trolled a lot for focusing only on cavalry, but every season I end up on the top merit ranking, no matter the server. Here's the thing: if you see one of the top players, if it's whale, it's obviously the reasons, because whales or krakens can just throw out troops outside. They have like 2 million free healing per day, and a person like me have like 700 and something. So they have like close to 3 times more healing per day. So yeah, but when you see a bad boy who is having like 72 historical million power, definitely somebody who I want to listen. It's also satisfying control focusing on cavalry and end up on the top merit ranking, no matter the server. Why? Because they're just no fun and insanely strong, because they're just so fun and extremely strong. Yeah, I have one friend before like 5 seasons who was running birds, eagles, and he was making crazy merits, not gonna lie, crazy. If you're thinking about it, I do say dive in. I just don't want to spend, brother. With the right setup, you will not only dominate, but also truly enjoy every moment of it. And I don't know, with these penguins and unicorn, penguin on a horse. I don't know if you can actually guys see that. I'm going to take out my camera for a second. Also, if you're serious about starting cavalry, I highly recommend checking out the cavalry guide we have in BTX Discord. Okay, yeah, most of you guys is not going to have access to this. I'm not so sure. It's a complete guide from 0 to 100, covering everything from the best setup to who to focus on, to the right pets, artifacts, and investments. I made this guild to help a lot of amazing group of cavalry players, including Wasto Armies group, another content creator who's playing only cavalry in SSG. So shout out to Wasto. I actually checked out some of his videos, very great content. And Untouched, who is also cavalry main in SSG. So we see a lot of SSG cavalry main, and we have one in our alliance. So I'm so happy that he actually respond and just decide to actually give some tips, tricks for the people who is interested, especially for this type of investment. Because if you go for one specific troop, we are not at the beginning of the game where there is like 3 heroes or maybe 4. Right now there is so many you can make. We end up generation 3. We are waiting for the marksmen from generation 4. So this is a lot of heroes. So picking one specific troop is actually huge investment. So I really hope this actually answered the question: should you focus over the cavalry? And tips from one of the best cavalry players in Call of Dragons. So thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, hit one like, subscribe, become a member, and see you in the next video.